Hello everyone, my name is Luis Giovanni Bedoy. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Kylo Ren from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now of course, I needed to do this drawing before the movie comes out. It's the most hyped movie of all time, and I think the most interesting character so far, as they have shown in us in the trailers, is Kylo Ren. So that's what I'm going to show you how to draw today. Remember, after this video, I assure you, you will learn how to draw Kylo Ren step by step. And of course, I hope you like it. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. And let's begin. For the first step, you will start drawing in the lines so you can direction yourself to where everything is gonna go. Remember, you will start with a shape formed like a triangle, though in the bottom it's like a square. So it's a square in the bottom, a triangle to the top, and then it's like an oval shape in his forehead. On top of the forehead, you start drawing in the hood, and from the edge of the hood, you draw in the line that is going to turn into the lightsaber later on. So that's step number 1. For step number 2, you're going to draw in the lines of the forehead. Now we know that in the mask he has 3 lines on top, so that's what you're going to draw. Here's an example of how you're going to do it. Step number 3, you're going to draw in his goggles or his eyes, or I don't know what those are, his glasses. So that's step number 3. I already showed you the symbolic drawing that you must do, and we move on to step number 4, where you will finish up the details of his face, moving on to the bottom of his mask. And in step number 5, you were drawing the bottom of his mask, of course adding in some details, and remember to shape up that square line at the bottom of it. So we can move on to step number 6. At step number 6, you will finish drawing in the hood and put in every piece of the drawing where it should go, from the shoulder to the lightsaber to the hood to the mask. And we move on to step number 7. Now once you have all this done, you will start in shading the drawing. What did I use to shade this in? Well, I used, of course, you may know I like to use colored pencils, so I use black colored pencils, but mostly I use black pastel to color in his mask. As you can see, it's black pastel all over it. Then I shaded into the bottom, and then I made a highlight with my eraser, and from the highlight, from the edges of the highlight, I started putting in some red colored pencil in it, so it can look like it's actually shading in a red, greasy kind of looking color in top of his forehead. That's when I'm gonna move on to step number 8. And with that same black pastel, you will start in drawing all of the rest of his forehead. Remember to leave the white spaces between those lines drawn in the top of the forehead, so it can look like highlights. And from the highlight I drawn in, remember to add in some more red details with your colored pencil. That's why I'm gonna move into step number 9. At step number 9 is basically finish coloring the top of his face except for the bottom of it, and leave white all over the spaces you just seen in here. And we move on to step number 10, in which you will finish up painting the bottom of his mask, and from the first side of the hood it's all black. Use pastel all over it. To paint the lightsaber, of course, you will use orange pastel and yellow pastel, and over and around it you will start painting in with your red colored pencil. After doing that, you will paint the hood completely red with some black details all over it. Remember, from the shade of the hood it will go totally black, and of course some highlights with some black pastel all over the hood. So we're moving to the next step of the shading tutorial. Of course, you must finish up painting the hood with red, highlights with black, and from here, after you finish painting the shoulders, painting the background, painting his neck, painting the lightsaber, adding the highlights, you will start in by painting the background. Now in the background, what did I use? I used a little bit of black pastel, and of course I used the same technique I used for the lightsaber all over the drawing. And to end up, you finish with that same skills to paint up the other side of the background, and you're done for the day. And thanks a lot for joining me in this video. I hope you like it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you learned something from this. And if you like the drawing, please remember to subscribe to my channel for more updates. And let's hope Star Wars The Force Awakens pulls off and becomes a great movie, and I'll see you next time.